The title of this video leaves little ambiguity as to what this video is about, but do you think you'll know the 3 places where we'll find it? Welcome back to Nate the Hoof Guy. Yep, you got it. The first place is going to be in that interdigital cleft. As we pick this foot up, you'll be able to see that all the more clear. This is by far the most common location to find digital dermatitis because the bacteria that cause it love an anaerobic environment. The interdigital cleft is just that, a nice tight area that gets full of debris, packed up with dirt and manure and things like that. That's a perfect spot for these bacteria to thrive and cause this condition. First things first though, we're going to get this sole trimmed up. You'll notice there's not a lot to remove here. These are pasture cows, meaning they spend the majority of their time out on grass, so these hooves tend to shed naturally for the most part. All I'm doing here is just balancing them up a little bit, and then we'll go right back to addressing this issue. The first step is to thoroughly soak this area with chlorhexidine. That's going to soften up any debris that might be in there and make it easier to remove. After removing some of that debris, you're able to see where it started to erode that heel horn. So I'm going to now remove any of those loose edges to make sure that I've got this all completely exposed here so I can clean out any nooks and crannies that might harbor that bacteria. Another thing you got to make sure to do is really clean out that interdigital cleft, that area between those 2 claws. That's where that stuff likes to start, and that's where it likes to hide. Here you can get a better view of the erosion that digital dermatitis has caused there. One more thorough wash down, and then we're going to treat it with some salicylic acid. You kind of got to be gentle when cleaning these because these areas are sensitive. That's one reason why I don't use a high pressure hose to spray these all down. It's because of that sensitivity in these areas due to that digital dermatitis. Now we're going to give her a good quantity of salicylic acid here and get this foot wrapped up. And with one pink wrap in place, we move on to our second case, which is also a common place to find DD. Well, we've got some separation. What do you think we're going to find underneath here? These ladies saw that girl come back to the pasture with a pink wrap on and thought, well, we better go see what's going on for ourselves. Once again, a quick trim up, and then we'll uncover a second common place to find DD. I know with all this talk of digital dermatitis, we're going to get the comments of, well, where's the analog dermatitis? No. Digits, as in fingers or toes. Digits with dermatitis. Digital dermatitis. I know, it's not the best angle. Let's switch to a side view. So yes, this white line issue started with that mark in the sole, and as that pressure worked its way, it released out the top in that heel. However, because that heel didn't fully release, there was an opportunity for that bacteria to get up underneath there and cause an area of digital dermatitis on that lesion that was exposed. So now we need to get that all cleaned up so we can get it to heal. Once again, copious amounts of chlorhexidine are used to clean this area out and to treat that digital dermatitis. Chlorhexidine is an antiseptic, so it's going to kill a lot of those surface bacteria. Some people ask, isn't it expensive to use that much chlorhexidine? But in reality, it's not really that much. A gallon of chlorhexidine costs about $13. I dilute that down because it's at a higher concentration that I need for this. So really, a gallon only costs me about $3 or $4, and that's going to last me quite a long time, actually. I'm not really running into a lot of these lesions, so when I do find one, I want to make sure that I clean it as thoroughly as I possibly can to give it the best chance of healing. Here you can really see how those bacteria have colonized this area. A thorough rinse down, and then we're going to once again give her a salicylic acid wrap, and she's also going to get a block on that other claw. Take the weight off just to make her a little more comfortable. And Gentle Lady 105 is done. Now, can you guess the third location where we're going to find DD? Did you happen to guess on the dew claws? If you did, you're right. Now, these can be a little more difficult to work on. Dew claws tend to be a lot drier, therefore a lot harder, makes the knife work a lot more difficult to do here. But we're going to carefully trim this away and get it washed up so you can see exactly what's happened here. Once again, it started at that hairline and started to erode that horn itself. That's a common thing with digital dermatitis. And once again, she is going to get a salicylic acid wrap. And that, well, that's going to conclude this video as we watch her strut her stuff back to the pasture. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you all on the next one.